Spurs are now being linked to a left-sided centre-back who currently plays at West Bromwich Albion. Glenn Hoddle has come out and said that one of his biggest regrets being Spurs manager is that he didn't have the money to spend. A draw for the Tottenham Hotspur women on Saturday against Arsenal. Could Brad Friedel become the next Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeping coach? Roy Keane dug out Harry Kane, but he had the last laugh on Friday evening, and a full international roundup. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start by talking about former Tottenham Hotspur legend and manager Glenn Hoddle. He has a brand new book just released called Playmaker, and he has come out and said that one of my biggest regrets was the money wasn't there at Spurs to build a title-winning side. In a recent interview with the Guardian newspaper about his brand new book, Glenn Hoddle was asked the question, have you ever met Joe Lewis? And Glenn Hoddle replied with, no, I've never met Lewis, never had a phone call, never had a conversation with him, and Spurs were always my club. That was the happiest I should have been, but I was probably the most disgruntled I felt at Tottenham. It was such a shame because I wanted it so much. I wanted to build a side to win the league like we did at Monaco. That was one of the big regrets, but the money wasn't there. Glenn Hoddle was then asked about the current Tottenham Hotspur squad and the new appointment of Antonio Conte. He said Daniel Levy has exhausted other opportunities. He's had to go back for Antonio Conte, so there must be a difference in the negotiation after they failed to reach an agreement in the summer. This is a crucial time for Daniel Levy because his track record of sacking managers is there for everyone to see. We could have brought in 3 good players for the amount of money given to pay out managers. Glenn Hoddle then went on to say, I'm praying to God that we get it right this time. As a Spurs man, I just want them to be successful. Now, just to add that Glenn Hoddle's new book is called Playmaker. It has been published by HarperCollins. It is available on all of the mainstream websites, Amazon, WH Smith's, Waterstones, etc. Priced at £20. Now, in all honesty, I cannot wait to read this new book from Glenn Hoddle called Playmaker. I've always respected Glenn Hoddle as a player, as a manager, as a broadcaster, as a commentator. An incredible guy. I've met him a good few times as well. A very, very down-to-earth, very, very nice guy. And, cannot wait to read his stories. And, it should be a very, very decent book. And I must say, I completely agree with Glenn Hoddle's comments there. This is a crucial time for Daniel Levy because of his track record of sacking managers. And, I think that this is very, very important for us. Antonio Conte is a fantastic appointment. It is just now how he gets backed. Does he have the money that he wants to spend? Does he have the control that he wants going forward? Signing players, selling players, etc. I'm certainly hoping so because, we've got a fantastic manager. He must be backed fully if this club is going to go back in the right direction, of course, getting Champions League football. Former Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper Brad Friedel, who played 67 games for Spurs in the first team, he has been asked, would he take the goalkeeping coach's job if he was offered by Antonio Conte? His reply was, who knows? You never say never to things in football. Now, my thoughts on this, it would be interesting to see who Antonio Conte does appoint as the goalkeeping coach because, of course, he has brought in a number of backroom staff, but the club haven't announced a goalkeeping coach has come in yet. Will it be a former goalkeeper such as Brad Friedel, someone like Michel Vorm? Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on who you would like to see as the new Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeping coach. Will it be a former player or will it be somebody who has no connection to the club at all, but just someone Antonio Conte fancies and perhaps has worked with in the past? Personally, I would love to see someone like Brad Friedel come in as a goalkeeping coach because he has some fantastic experience. He is very, very vocal. He has been there, done it, got the T-shirt, and, he would bring some fantastic experience to Spurs. And that is exactly what I think that we require in the dressing room. On ITV on Friday evening before the England v Albania game, which of course England went on to win 5-0 and Harry Kane bagged a hat-trick, pundits Roy Keane and Jermaine Defoe and Ian Wright were talking, and Roy Keane actually said, Harry Kane has got to liven up. He's got to liven up. He's got to look at himself and say, get over these disappointments. Listen, he plays for Spurs. He should be used to disappointment. It's not like they win stuff. Get back to the basics, get hold of the ball, show some sort of leadership skills, and no more excuses. Now, my thoughts on this, I have a lot of time for Roy Keane. I think he's an excellent pundit on Sky Sports and ITV. But I think that Harry Kane on Friday evening certainly had the last laugh because Ian Wright was laughing his head off. Jermaine Defoe actually said, what's he giggling at? Ian Wright absolutely loved it when Roy Keane come out with those words. But as I say, I think that Harry Kane had the last laugh. I'm just hoping now that Harry Kane comes back to Spurs, next Sunday against Leeds United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and bags a hat-trick for Spurs, because I tell you what, he really needs it in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt right now. A report has been published by Birmingham Mail, and they are stating that Aston Villa and Tottenham linked with West Brom transfer raid. Joshua has impressed for the under-23s at the Hawthorns, and the Irishman's potential is said to have caught the attention of a quartet of clubs. It states that Aston Villa are part of a four-way battle to sign promising West Bromwich Albion defender Kevin Joshua. It has been claimed. The 19-year-old only joined the Baggies in March following a successful trial, also having attracted interest from Stoke City. Since then, Joshua has impressed for the under-23s at the Hawthorns, and the Irishman's potential is said to have caught the attention of a quartet of clubs. According to All Nigeria Soccer, they are Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspur, Southampton and Championship high flyers Fulham. In April, the same outlet reported that Everton, Leicester and Crystal Palace were also tracking the left-footed centre-back. Now, my thoughts on this: if Antonio Conte makes any signings for Spurs in the January transfer window, or indeed the summer 22 transfer window, I would like to see these players come straight into the first team squad. I'd really like to see them come into the first 11 because I think that that is exactly what we need right now. We need to strengthen the first 11. We need to start getting results. We need to start climbing up that league table, and we need to start challenging for trophies. No disrespect to these young players. Joshua, I'm sure he's a very decent centre-back at West Bromwich Albion, but what I don't want to see at the moment, certainly for the next year or so, is that we sign players and then they go and play for our under-23s. I'm all for development, don't get me wrong whatsoever, but I feel that the first team, still needs a lot of players, a lot of quality to come in. Game changers on the bench. We still need players in certain positions. Yes, I go on and say yes, we probably need another centre back, but I would like to see a little bit more experience. When you're bringing in players who haven't really played any matches at all in their professional career as yet, they're not going to walk in to this Tottenham Hotspur first team. On Saturday afternoon, the Tottenham Hotspur women were in action in the FA Women's Super League as they hosted Arsenal women at the Hive. The result was 1-1. Rachel Williams put Tottenham Hotspur women 1-0 up in the 65th minute, and Arsenal women equalised in stoppage time, the 92nd minute, but the game finished 1-1. The Tottenham Hotspur women stay third in the WSL. We have now played 7. We have won 4, drawn 2, lost 1. We have a goal difference of +4. We have 14 points, 5 points away from league leaders Arsenal women. After the game, Tottenham Hotspur women manager Rhian Skinner said, "I cannot fault the players. They gave it everything to try and get those 3 points." Goal scorer Rachel Williams said, "It just shows our character. Any team that steps up, especially at home, this is our fortress and we're going to make it hard for you." Now, my thoughts on the game. The Tottenham Hotspur women were so unlucky not to pick up the 3 points. As I said there, Arsenal women got a stoppage time equaliser in the 92nd minute. Absolutely gutted, because I tell you what, those Spurs women deserved all 3 points. Some absolutely fantastic saves from our goalkeeper, Tinny Corpella. Rachel Williams, of course, got our goal. And, player of the match, though, an absolutely fantastic performance from left-back Ashley Neville. And lastly, in international roundup, a number of Tottenham Hotspur players were on international duty on Saturday. Hugo Lloris played a full 90 minutes for France as they beat Kazakhstan 8-0, so a clean sheet for him. Ben Davies played the full 90 minutes for Wales, also scored his first international goal for Wales as they beat Belarus 5-1. That is now 68 caps for Ben Davies, 1 goal. Joe Rodon also played the full 90 minutes in that game. And Steven Bergwijn came on as a sub for Holland as they drew 2-2 against Montenegro.
Thanks, Chris, and hello to everybody watching. I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly Spurs prizes that we run on the site. Some of our previous Spurs prizes range from the likes of signed shirts and boots and mounts from players such as Harry Kane, Son Heung-min and Lucas, right through to club legends like Paul Gascoigne and Jurgen Klinsmann. You can watch the live draws on our Facebook page, and you can go on our site and see the previous Spurs winners as well as what prizes we have to offer at www.footballprizes.co.uk.
Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Come on, you Spurs.